Kyle, I just kind of wondered, they obviously threw a big punch at the start of the game. Kind of what happened with you guys there and what were they able to do so well?
Yeah, I mean, the first quarters have been really important in this series so far. They came out and played great. Yeah, I'm sure there's mistakes that we made, but I think it was more them playing really well and feeding off the crowd. The crowd was amazing tonight for them. They hit a bunch of shots early, shots that they hadn't hit in the first 2 games, and kind of got us on our heels a little bit.
Television replays appeared to show that Isaiah Thomas hit Dennis Schroeder in the head. I just kind of wondered what the thought through the team was. Did you guys see that? What effect did it have?
Yeah, I heard that it happened. I know that Bud read us a really long memo before the playoffs started, saying what would happen if he threw a punch. So I guess we'll see what happens. I haven't seen a replay. I know Dennis said he got hit, but I'm sure we'll hear and see a lot about it in the next couple of days.
Jake Fisher with Sports Illustrated. Kyle, the Celtics moved Isaiah Thomas off the ball primarily. From your perspective on the weak side, because you weren't really on him, how more challenging was it to guard him flying off screens?
Yeah, that was a really good adjustment that they made. And they were setting great screens, and that was a look that we hadn't had from him in this series. So that's something that we were talking about after the game, and we'll have to be ready for it. But it definitely gives them a different look when he's coming off the screen, not just loading with the ball right away.
Front row, Kyle.
Kyle Ohm, Young Westlook, ESPN. You had spoken going into this game about how you had to expect them to take their best shot. The mysticism of Boston, the logo, the fans. What was that like, falling behind by them by 19, but then you guys roared back, came back, took the lead briefly. What did you guys feel at that point, too?
Yeah, I think we felt confident during the game that we were going to come back and win. We knew they were going to come out and play well. Like I said, there's a lot of pride, in Boston, in the Celtic jersey and the tradition here, and we knew they'd have an amazing crowd, and they would try to feed off that, and they did. But we just kind of kept talking and saying it's a 48-minute game. It's a long game. Just keep on chipping away. And we still had our chances there, and they made some great plays down the end, and things didn't quite work out our way. But I was proud that we kept on fighting, and we had a chance.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. There was a play later in the fourth quarter after you picked up your 5th foul on a rebound where Marcus Smart kind of charged off you and then bounced off of you with the power of 1,000 suns. Did you notice that play or have any reaction to it?
Plays happened a lot of times in the series. I'm not that strong.
Final question for Kyle.
Mike Hoppinger, USA Today. Late in the game, I think it was like 2 minutes left. You guys were down 4, and Isaiah Thomas pulled up from like something like 30 feet and hit it. That seems to be deflating a little bit. Was it? And did that take away anything?
I don't even remember the play all the way, to be honest with you. I'm sure. I mean, it felt like he hit a bunch of big shots and a bunch of tough shots. He played a really spectacular game. You have to give him a lot of credit. He's a really tough guy to cover. He's so shifty and so quick, and he was really attacking us, and we were trying not to foul. And he did a really good job, but he had a couple big shots there at the end.